Select the team you want to join. Start your season with recommended settings. If you wish to change roles or adjust options, use the tiles on the right.
The Jaguars are now on the clock. 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 The Jaguars are now on the clock.
Start your week by installing your game plan. Start the regular season by selecting your season goal.
Welcome in, everybody.
Nothing on the scoreboard, 0-0 as the offense gets ready to take over the football. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And this one caught by Delaney Walker. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
This is caught by Antonio Brown. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 1st down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags.
And there's our first glimpse of Antonio Brown in this game, and he's a guy that's a threat each and every time the ball heads in his direction, coming off the 2nd year where he led the league in receiving yards in 2017.
Yeah, 1,005. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Scooby Wright in to drop him behind the line, and that's a loss of a yard. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football. That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a 1st down.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the 1st down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Antonio Brown. And 8. After a good punt, this offense will start with tough field position inside the 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Forced out to his left. He's going deep for Brown. He's got a man. Complete. A big 3rd down play there for the Jags. 54 yards. With that grab, by the way, Antonio Brown now over 10,000 receiving yards in his career.
That is an incredible, significant accomplishment. You're saying 10,000 yards? How many other guys have done that in NFL history?
He's the 46th all-time.
And one of the few that are active.
Yeah.
Incredible.
There's only a few that are active. He still, though, is a ways away from Jerry Rice, up over 22,000 for the all-time lead. Tackle there by Clay Matthews.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, it's McCoy. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the gun, it's Brady. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. So 1 quarter in the books on NFL kickoff weekend. 7-0 is our score. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. So they'll say no to the 50-yard field goal try. Instead, the offense out there, they're going for it. They'll go for it. It's Brady. And he's got Fitzgerald. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. That time a slant, Brady in general on those quick hitters, he just releases the ball so fast.
He does, and he's so accurate, but most of the time he wins before the ball's even snapped by his pre-snap read. Finds out where the defense is and delivers it to the proper place.
Now McCoy, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
The evolution of Clay Matthews as a player, it's just one that they're going to end up writing books about. He didn't even start until his senior year at USC. He didn't start in high school, and now he's at all-pro level in the NFL. How about the play he just made there?
Yeah, he has certainly made a name for himself. William Clay Matthews III. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the...
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. LeSean. With a little over 2 minutes to play in the 2nd quarter, the offense gets ready to take over. They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. 1 minute, 53 ticks left to go in this first half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout. A reminder coming up at the half, we hook up with a new guy, Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis, and more importantly this year, scores and stats from around the league here in Week 1, so do not press that skip button. They'll give it to him up the middle, and the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
LeSean McCoy. So this offense will head back out there, already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. So after the INT, it's Brady. He's going deep for Brown. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back. But that's one step in the proper direction.
He's going deep for Brown. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up 3rd down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A 2nd one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go...
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Larry Fitz. So we are in the second quarter now as the offense gets set to take over. They've got it 1st and 10. Now Brady on the bootleg. Flush to his right. He's going deep for Brown. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Brady. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. This will be fielded at the 6. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the 2nd half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the 2nd half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Now a 1st down carry here from McCoy. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need. Just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
To throw is Brady. And this one is incomplete. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Here's Brady. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there?
Yeah.
Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing, he was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Wow, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he gunned down a few guys?
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal second. That would have been fun to watch.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Brown, the lone receiver, left. Brady to throw again. Out to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to LaShawn McCoy, and it's 3rd down.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? To throw, it's Brady. And that's incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And Lutz puts this one through. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that that happens because that was the old bend but don't break.
So they surrendered 3 points, and now after the kickoff, this offense gets ready to take over the football. And now out come the Jags. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 48 yards. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays. Doesn't matter what spot they start in, but when it actually does happen in the heat of battle, brings me right out of my seat.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Off the bootleg, Brady. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 8. Again, it's Brady. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Larry. Already his 2nd touchdown. So this offense will head back out there, already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. Throwing on 1st down is Brady. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Brady. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his 1st drop, his 2nd drop of the game. Now Brady. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
It was no secret who they were trying to get the football to.
Well, no, they went to him on 1st down, 2nd down, 3rd down, all 3 incomplete.
Yeah, and when you're unable to connect and you force it in that direction, all you're doing is giving confidence to the defense. They feel like they're really hurting you in a big way.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Again, they'll throw with Brady. And Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Giants are going to get the football back.
So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
Late stages of the game here in the 4th quarter as this offense takes over 1st and 10. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay.
Delay of game, offense.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. Off the bootleg. Brady on the move. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Well, this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. The first thrown out for the backup, Nathan Peterman. He's going deep for Brown. This is caught at the 20. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants' side of the field. A big 3rd down play there for the Jags. 49 yards. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. From the red zone now, here's Peterman on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, leaves him behind on the... And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. It's their quarterback taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. Turning into a really good performance on the road. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll start on the ground with McCoy. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one, maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
They're not running it. Peterman wants to throw it. He's going deep for Brown. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 58 yards.
Antonio Brown, AB, with just one hand, to complete that catch. Is there anything he can't do?
He has just continued to impress year after year, hasn't he?
He has never forgotten that he wasn't considered an elite receiver coming out of college. I think every snap